I'm in bed and it's 9 something in the morning. The United States government has the neighbor next door, Leah Patrice Jones Menace, the Bahamas Prime Minister's son, fake wife, Dr. Jamil Angelo Menace. They have her aiming directed energy weapons at the back of my head while I'm sleeping. I wake up to the back of my head burning because she's aiming a laser at my head that is causing burning. That's what they're doing. And then I open my eyes, I lift up my head, and all of a sudden there's a sharp electrocuted spasm. And so this is what they're doing this morning. She did it again early AM about 1:45 when I was getting into bed. They did the same exact thing. So the United States government continues to target me with directed energy weapons provided by the neighbors. Now I'm having menstrual cycles twice a month because they continue to electrocute me with directed energy weapons that I keep reporting to the United States government and the court systems, but the judges coordinating with the United States Counterintelligence Unit, 6 to 7 federal agencies, are telling them to rule that none of this is related. So the ABA chair, Heather Teresa Carson Perkins, is also involved with the United States government having civilians assaulted with directed energy weapons, and then while she's filing motions in court telling the judge she has no clue what's going on and she's not involved. This is all going on with the United States government counterintelligence unit, various individuals, every individual that lives in this community, Turnberry Gate Townhome Complex. They are involved with having me assaulted, attacked with directed energy weapons, and then they assaulted me when I was walking the apartment community complex, and then they've been harassing me nonstop for years. The United States government, they even faked a raid, had about 30 some odd police officers outside in army fatigue, not army fatigue, what do you call it, the military gear, full military gear, because they were faking a raid over here on the individuals' homes that they're using as a trustee. They have a trustee, a person, he works in the hospital. So he put his home up, made himself the trustee, and he's renting his home out to law enforcement so they can rent it out to military individuals who are targeting and stalking me in this complex. They had at least 4 individuals living in that home since, like 4 groups of individuals living in that home since I lived here since 2017, who's been targeting me, harassing me, being instructed by the United States government to target and harass me nonstop. It has been going on. They refuse. They're literally 6 to 7 federal agencies. The DOD, which they renamed the Department of War, the CIA, NHS, or DHS, NSA, DOJ, FBI, and forgot who else. But then there's also the state agencies. So Georgia Bureau of Investigations, they told them to send me an email and tell me everything that they're doing to me is not illegal. So them assaulting me with directed energy weapons is not illegal. I keep reporting this to the Chambly City Council and the Chambly Mayor, DeKalb City Council and Chambly Mayor. They told me to seek mental treatment while they're targeting and having me assaulted with directed energy weapons, while they illegally stole my home through foreclosure by manipulating the property taxes and manipulating the housing sales with the gang stalkers. They've been moving in and out of this community for years. 4 to 5, one home will have 4 to 5 individuals renting that property over a 3-year period. Now that's just one home. There's 87 in this complex, in this community, that they've been doing that with. The United States government targeting me while they told the HOA, Bo Durrell, the Albany mayor, they told his sister, who's a DeKalb County former judge, okay? They had the DeKalb County people harassing me too when I went into court. She was a former, she worked for the Department of Justice. She had already worked for the Department of Justice, and she worked for the legal aid. So they assigned me to her and then had her asking me questions. I get ready to answer the question. She yelled at me. I'm looking at her like, you just asked me the question. I'm answering what you just asked me. She's saying your case is dismissed. You guys just sent me a notice to appear in court. Well, it's dismissed. Well, I'm still locked out my gate. Well, there's nothing that we can do about it. It's dismissed. Told the clerk to call the attorney. The attorney doesn't answer the phone. Of course, she walks out of the court to do that. And then comes back and says, oh, he didn't answer the phone. How do we know? You walked out of the court with the phone. That's what the United States government, this is what they have going on in the state of Georgia. Not just the state of Georgia, Colorado, and various states, because they had me assaulted in Colorado by Brian Albert, the United States government counterintelligence unit. And then they moved him to a new job, gave him head of sales over at Eagle Securities Investments, the United States government. This is what's going on, guys.